Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I thought we would look at a couple of things, all which are new from the Spring Summer catalogue. And first of all, we're having a look at the rectangle stitched framelit dies. Now, these are absolutely amazing because there are 13 of them. 13 allows you to do so many different combinations and ideas, from sentiments to borders to banners to just so much. So I only have just got these recently, so I'm just playing with them. As I said, I'm going to be using them a lot. So today what we're doing is we're taking a standard base that we want, which is 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, and then the frame that we're using to go inside is that one, which is 1, 2, 3, the fourth one down. So the fourth one down from the top, and we just literally run it through once. So our piece of cardstock is this big. I'm using thick Whisper White because we're going to be doing some watercolouring. And I put it in at a slight angle. Put it in at a slight angle because then the pressure runs this way and doesn't run this way. If you run it in this way, you're putting a lot of pressure, A, on the die, and B, on your big shot. So just a little tip on that. If you want to know some more tips, I did a video earlier on, so just sort of look back and you'll be able to see. So what are we going to do with this? Well, we're going to use 2 of the sets that are in the Spring Summer catalogue. Tea Together, which has these lovely teapots and things, but beautiful flowers. And it's the flowers that we're using for this one. And we are using the sentiments from Humming Along because there's a thank you, hope you feel better, and wishing you an amazing birthday. So 3 sentiments all in this one set. So that's what we're using today. Now, we are going to start off with this panel here. Now, I have got a piece of copy paper underneath to save my work surface, but also it's better for the light. If I have the white grid paper, it tends to sort of do weird and wonderful things on my lights. So this is the easiest one for you. So I think we are going to do, we're going to have wishing you an amazing birthday, I think. So let's get this one out. And we are going to put this down onto one of our blocks. So lining it up. These are the new cling, so you can put your stickers on. It's something that I'm going to wait to do at the moment because I'm so used to doing them as they are that I don't really want to play with it at the moment. But use them exactly as you've always used them. Or as I say, you can use them in a new way. Now, we are going to, on this one, just line it up in the centre. So let me just see that I can get my head in on here with my lights. And we're going to put the sentiments straight in the centre, wishing you an amazing birthday. And I am going to give that a little bit of a clean off before I put it back in its case. And then we are going to take the flowers from the Tea Together, which, as I say, I love Stampin' Up stamp sets because they are so versatile. You can do so much from one thing. So I got this and I thought, not overly keen on the tea side of things, but oh my goodness, these flowers, oh, they are absolutely lovely. So we're going to take this little one here and we're just going to do it with this one. I will show you one that I did with one of the others just to show you how lovely they are. And I'm just going to put this in the centre of this block like that. And we are then just going to, you could use your Stamparatus if you wanted to line it up perfectly, but I'm, for speed of camera, I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to put one down at the bottom there. And I'm going to put another one in the centre there. Okay, so we've got 2 flowers. And then we are going to take our frame. So we're going to move this to one side and we're going to take our frame. And we are literally going to stamp around the whole of the side of the frame. So again, you don't have to be overly precise in this. Just make sure that you've got some of the flowers going all the way round. So you can see, particularly as I'm on camera, I'm doing this fairly speedily. And we'll have this one over in the corner like that. And just working your way round. As I say, you can line them up if you want to. You can just do them fairly randomly. It's entirely up to you. Now, going to get one in the middle here. Yes, we are. Look at that. Okay, so we now have the frame done as well. And then it's all about the colouring. So, what sort of colours are we going to do for this one? You can mix and match whatever colours you want, actually, because they will all work really well. I think for speed, I'm probably going to use our blends, because that's a quick and easy thing to do. And I won't, whoops, nearly threw my stamp case on the floor. There we are, close it up. So we are going to, if I just put this inside, you can just see how you are going to get a lovely piece of the frame coordinating with the front. So I'm just going to get some blends, I think, at the moment. Excuse me if my camera, sorry, my light's just going to woggle because I am just reaching that up. So hold on. Let me just stop that for a second, otherwise we'll have all sorts of strange things going on. Right, so in the blends, I'm just going to do a little bit of a section of this, shall we? Okay, I'll do one of the flowers on the top here, and I'll do one of the flowers on the bottom here. So let's see if we can get these ones on here. So literally just taking the centre with the yellow. And I really love this new Granny Apple Green, the light and the dark. They're just gorgeous colours. So I'm going to use the leaves with the Granny Apple Green and just take those in the light. Like that. And then take these ones up like that. I always turn my paper because I find it easier, and then I'm not rubbing my hand over it, because sometimes colours take a little while to dry, and if you're rubbing your hand over it all the time, you find that you tend to sort of get smudgy marks. And I'm just going to literally just put just a little bit down on this centre for the leaf with the dark Granny Apple Green. As I say, I really love those colours. And then on this one we will do it, let's do it in the Highland Heather, the light and the dark Highland Heather. So on this we need to do the dark first. And my little tip is to just do little flick strokes coming out. Turn it, little flick strokes. Turn it, little flick strokes. Turn it as you go, because then it gives that dark centre, and it gives more of a natural look to it. Now you could leave it exactly like that if you wanted to. That looks quite nice with the white on the side, but I am going to blend it in with this one. So with the light one, just take it up onto the edges, and then you can blend in those lines. Like that, and then work it round. I really like the Highland Heather. It's a really nice purple and works so perfectly with the inks as well. Purple is always my favourite colour, so works quite nicely. And then just turn it round. There we are. So that's sort of how you would colour in one flower. You can use any of our mediums. As you know, we have lots and lots and lots of different mediums. So you can use our aqua painter, you can use our blender pen, and you can use our inks. You can use our blends, which I've just shown you. You can use our Stampin' Right markers. Just about any of them will work on this. So rather than me going through and you watching me doing all of the colouring, I'm going to show you a couple that I have completed. So let me take the first one. So on this one I did use our the Stamparatus, and what I did was I lined the Stamparatus up with the thank you, thank you, thank you, and again that was the thank you from the Humming Along. So I've used the thank you and I've used the wishing you an amazing birthday. And then I coloured in alternate flowers and put it on that way. So you can see how the background or the frame really sort of brings the card together. So that's one of them. And then I did another one with some pencils. And I just, again with the Stamparatus, put wishing you an amazing birthday, put the flower in the centre, or the rose in the centre, and then did the border with that. And this time I actually put the frame up with some dimensionals, so you had a little bit of a lift on it. So you've got sort of two ideas, but a really lovely way of using your frames all the way round, so you can get some beautiful ideas. Now I will show you one that I did on a smaller frame. And I will put this on white so you can see it. Let's move that out of the way. So this one I did with our inks, and I used our aqua painter, and I just coloured in all of the carnations first of all. And then I used Pool Party and just went through onto the background, and then put a little bit of Wink of Stella on it to give it a bit of a sparkle. And this is using the, again from the Tea Together, using that lovely little carnation. And that works perfectly on a frame. So I've got this to work on for something else. So as you can see, the frames that you can make with the stitched rectangles, you can make some absolutely lovely cards working on these frames to give them a design and then putting something in the middle. So thank you so much for watching me, and do look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.